Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor got another shave of the day, and today we're going to be doing Stirling's Orange Dream, or not Dreamsicle. Well, it's Orange Chill with Pharaohs Dreamsicle. Yeah, there we go. All discombobulated. Yeah, Orange Chill. If you like orange, this is for you. Smells like oranges with a little bit of menthol in it. All right. There. And then we're using the Star Razor with Astra blades. First use of these. Should work out for you. Always worked out good. I like my Astras. I always get about 5, 6 shaved out of one of them. Pretty good blades. So, how's everybody's day going? Well, this would be, watching this, it's the weekend. But this is Friday, which is sort of the start of the weekend, if you are off. Alright. Nice, rich leather. Look at that. Almost a Jeffrey Smith drippiness going on there. Oh. Yep, it's falling right off the pot. Getting everywhere. It's all over my hand. There we go. It's just like, well, not worry at all. You chase your suds around. It's all over my shirt. Well, been an interesting week. Last week we started off with the lunar eclipse on Sunday night. So I was out with my son watching that, taking pictures. I'll put some at the end of the video so you can see what I did. Now, if you're friends with me over on Facebook, there's a few of you that are. I shared them as the night went on. And, Sig, he is like, I don't know if I'll be able to see it from my location. I was like, well, you'll see some of it. And he's like, but I'm moving into the land of the midnight sun. Like, oh, that's true. Where you'll sun never sets. All you will see is the moon turning colors. So just kind of a surreal moment. My son and I, we went out and started off in our driveway. It was peeking up above the tree line. The neighbors on the other side of the street, they have a lot of trees, so I had to wait for the moon to come up, because from my location the eclipse had already started when the moon rose. So we had to wait for it to get above the trees, because I have to take pictures. Got a Canon T5i with a 300 millimeter telephoto lens on it. So we're sitting there watching things. It slowly creeped up, and the neighbor, he was out and about, but he had his side light on in his house, and he's like, what are you taking pictures of? And I was like, the moon. Why would you do that? And it's like, because it's a lunar eclipse. And he was like, a what? I was like, it's a lunar eclipse. He looked up there. I don't see anything. He's like, part of the moon's been eaten. He's like, isn't that normal? It's like, You obviously never spend any time of your life ever looking up and notice that the moon changes. It's like, I always thought the moon looked that way. Like, okay. It's like you spend your entire life staring at your feet, you never know what's going on above you. So we had to explain to him, and I was like, yeah, and I had my son, I was like, I went to take another photo and say, he's stand in front of that light right there, because I'm getting glare into my lens. The guy standing there, and it's like, well, what do you mean? Like, I'm getting glare that's getting into my lens, and it's giving me crappy photos. It's like, why would it do that? Like, oh, okay. I had to explain that to him. And I don't know why that would be a problem. Like, oh. It's like told Zach, my son, we're going to the backyard, which is not really conducive for taking photos because the yard is kind of an angle, so I have to set the tripod up because I have my camera on a tripod, a heavy-duty tripod, which was designed for, you know, those big, giant, heavy video cameras that used to be in the day. You know, I still have it. My wife got the camera from the university. She was doing a research with the university, and as part of her research, they gave her this whole camera setup, and it's like, my wife was like, I don't know what I'm ever gonna do with this thing after I'm done. So it's still sitting here. It's just sitting in the living room in its bag to this day. It's been something like that for 10, 15 years. I don't know. It's been 15 years now. Wow, time flies. And so I repurposed. I mean, it's like, you have any use for this tripod? You're like, no, I have a use for it. So you can use it. Like, it's mine. I'm going to use it. It's heavy duty. And we're talking legs piping like that. It's just heavy duty. So you could have some wind going on and it doesn't vibrate. Oh, I got that thing out and use it. So my little itty bitty Canon T5i with a 300 millimeter lens on doesn't really notice the weight at all. Heck, I could put a telescope on that thing. That's an idea. But I was out, we were taking photos, and it was like, it was the longest. It was like, I think the totality was like over an hour long. It was really good. It was good. Started like 8:30 in the evening and went to like 2 o'clock at night or in the morning. My son, he was looking through, because he's used to looking through my telescope, which is motorized. And it's like, once I line it up and it just goes and it moves with the stars, as the stars move across the sky, it will track automatically. So you don't notice any movement at all. And he was looking through it and he was like, we got to readjust the camera. It's like, the moon's no longer in the center. Oh, it's like, something's wrong. It's like, it's not motorized. He was like, what? It's like, you're so used to looking through my other telescopes that are motorized that you're not used to seeing it actually, the stars and the moon and everything moving. It's like, oh, okay. Like, I thought something was broke. Like, no, it's not broke. It's just the camera on a tripod. It's old fashioned, back to the way things used to be. Where I got all my electronic C-gems and all that. We got a couple telescopes in the house. Now, if we went up to my parents, we got a telescope up there, and it's not motorized. Leave that up there, so it's like my family, my mom and dad, or my brother that lived up there, ever want to look at something, they can. Man, a cooling orange effect. But yeah, we had some good photos. I was tempted to, should have taken the time and broke out the beast. Set it up. I would have gotten, it was like a AR6, meat AR6 6-inch telescope. That thing is a beast, along with the C-gem mount on it that holds it. The mount itself is over 100 pounds, which is one of the reasons why I continually work out all the time, so I can carry that thing in and out of the house. Maybe I'll put a photo of that at the end too. Yeah, it's a little rig. 1200 millimeter focal length, so you basically turn your telescope into a giant telephoto lens. 1200 millimeter long. So yeah, get really details. You can see all the craters and small craters. The 300 does show a lot of the major details, but it just doesn't get that fine detailed look when you think of the moon. I think it was 2020, December. We had Saturn and Jupiter were right next to each other. Got some good photos of that. That's one thing I'm always doing, is taking the ash. It's like my AR6 is really not a good telescope for taking astrophotos of deep sky objects. Good for planetary, you know, like looking at planets or really bright objects. But if I had $5 grand, I'd invest in a really good 5-inch or 4-inch ED telescope. Let me tell you, if you want to get a hobby that's just as bad as sucking money out, get into astronomy. Holy buckets. You can spend $1,000 just on one eyepiece. $1,200 for that, actually. Expensive hobby. One of those hobbies I spent a lot of money on it, but it's on a bargain bin style. I haven't bought an eyepiece in 10 years. I was looking at prices, like I said, like some of the stuff I bought 10 years ago is now worth like $500. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I said it before, I think in a previous video, where I want to get a new focuser for my AR6. And it's got a chunk of change, that's like $400. Could have saved that money up. The air conditioning's kicking on. You know, when you talk about shaving as a hobby, yeah, I spend a lot of money on shaving gear too. I tend not to though. I'm just lucky enough that a lot of the stuff I have inherited. I had bought some things, you know, it's like, I think the most expensive thing I bought was that Mercor 34C and Edwin Jagger razors. Ah, the scent of orange in the morning. Alrighty, let's see. There it is. Pharaohs Dreamcsicle. Nice little orange scent. I'll put this on and probably use my Wolfthorn deodorant today too. That's an orange based from Old Spice. Man, it smells good. Pharaohs Dreamcsicle though, I don't have the glacial. I didn't get it in glacial because I'm using mentholated soap. You don't need the after splash to be mentholated. So Pharaohs Dreamcsicle. Orange scent in the morning. Smells like victory. Alright, so shave of the day brought to you by Stirling. Orange Chill. Excellent soap. Smells like oranges. The blade of the day was Astra's with a star razor. My grandfather's razor. It's always nice to be able to repurpose, continue the generational thing. Alright, so that's the shave of the day. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.